If you watch this entire video, you're going to have an actionable plan that you can implement today to solve your procrastination. I'm going to turn you into a productivity machine, a bit like this guy, if you know him. So let's get right into it. The hidden cost of laziness. Procrastination is the silent killer. It's the killer of dreams. It's the killer of ambition and hope. Because if you procrastinate everything, nothing gets done. So let's kind of break it down, right? You say you're building a business. You're telling people, yeah, I'm working on this. I've got a TikTok shop. It's going to go great. I've got a fantastic idea. You're just scrolling. You're just, boom, just like this, just doom scrolling, achieving nothing, zombified, right? Every day you delay, someone else takes your idea, your customer, your cash. Procrastination feels harmless today, but it compounds negativity. How many days have you procrastinated? How many hours have you wasted? It's too many, I promise you that. Even if you feel insanely productive, you still procrastinate, and I know you do it. You know, one lazy week turns into 3 months of planning. Sure, we all know what that means. It means laziness, right? If you're not producing, you're consuming, and the consumers never, ever win. Next slide, please. You're still tweaking your logo. You're finding perfection. You're playing around with colors. I'm trying to learn Photoshop to do this. Your competitor, they're sending cold DMs, they're outreaching, they're putting new listings up, they're testing new products, new angles, new offers, new ad platforms, right? They're reaching 5-6 figures a month, and you're still got to tweak my logo. My site, what should I do on my About Me page, right? Well, you prepare. Your competitors, your competition, they're already on their second business. They're already on something new. The first one's gone well. They've failed or they've succeeded, but they've learned more than you will ever, right? Regret hits when you see someone dumber than you making more than you. Go on Twitter, and that is everywhere, right? You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. So make sure your system, your workstation, is a war room where nothing else matters other than war. You've got no distractions. You've got some good gear. Get a MacBook, right? Get a good large monitor. Use a keyboard and mouse. Don't use trackpad and all that. If you're traveling, sure, you can still get stuff done. I use trackpad in coffee shops. I still get a lot of stuff done. But keyboard and mouse, you're going to get a lot more done, right? Get a whiteboard. Get a good notebook. Get some good headphones. I have loads of choice. I have these wired ones. I have some Maxes. I have AirPods. Depending on what I'm doing, depends on the earphones. Do I need to block out noise? Is there too much going on? Noise cancellation mode. I'm like in a bubble. Vroom. I'm consumed. Now I'm locked in, right? Really helps. Block distractions on your computer. If you are a computer gamer, yeah, have your MacBook. That's work only. When that's on, it's only work. You can only access work. YouTube on it's blocked. Facebook, if that's your vice, is blocked unless you need to do ads, right? There's no games on it. There's no distractions. There's no, you make your boys group chat. Maybe you have a separate Discord account on there, right? Just limit. And then your other computer, to get onto it, to get started, you have to turn it on. You have to do some other procedures, right? Make it a bit harder to distract when your workstation is here set up. You never turn your MacBook off. It's always here, locked in. Everything's charged. Everything's ready to go. Okay? When you load it up, your startup apps, your first thing that comes up maybe is Notion. Okay, my Notion's to-do list. It's popped up. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Get some focus music on. Brain FM in your Notion. Like, you've got your Notion dashboard here, and then there's a little widget. No, Brain FM. Okay, now it's playing. Right? We're not building something of aesthetic. Do you think Winston Churchill won the war by having aesthetic? No. He built it because everything was there for a reason. There was no distraction. It was if it was there, it had a purpose, it had a place, it was necessary. That's exactly what we're building here. We're starting with the fundamentals. Now, the best way to be productive is time blocking. Okay, so we're segmenting our day, our hours into blocks. Maybe you do 30-minute work blocks, an hour work blocks, but essentially you're saying, right, for the next hour, When it strikes 8 a.m., I have an hour, my first hour work block. All I can do in this time is work. It's an hour of work, right? Okay, 8 till 9, work block. Now at 9, I go for a walk. I walk the dog, right? I have some breakfast. I do the school run. I don't know, whatever, right? Now, 9:30, 10 o'clock, second work block, another hour. Boom, 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 work. Okay, and you get the idea, right? With now all of our to-do lists have their own allocated time block. So we go through the day. How many tasks do we do? How much time is each task going to take, right? And then we break it up into these sections and we work block it. We're not using time blocks for shallow work. We're not using time blocks for responding to messages, doing admin, emails, DMs. Right? We're not doing that. That's just LARP. This time block, you have to understand that this time block is core deep work. It is pure focus. It is pure money-making, needle-moving activities. If you need help with this, right, use Google Calendar, Notion, Cron. Now, you wake up. You're using time block. You wake up, you open your calendar, get out of bed, come to your computer, your calendar's there. Oh, what am I doing? Right, okay, my first time block's in 30 minutes. Jump in, cold shower. I know cold showers are just this like trend. Are they hip? Are they whatnot? Cold shower in the morning is going to wake you up. It's going to get rid of any kind of brain fog. If you do 4 or 5 minute cold shower, any kind of brain fog. It's going to help clear out your system, help with inflammation, and you're going to just be a machine when you get out of that cold shower. You're going to know, okay, sit down. I know my first task. Everything's set up. Everything's where I need it, okay? Now, all you do is you move your mouse and you click a few buttons on your keyboard. You're ready to go, right? Every day should feel like a mission, not a guessing game. Calculated, cold precision of a day. Right, go back. Look at the the SAS boys on the Iranian embassy siege. Do you think they messed about? No, they didn't. That's what you are, boys. We want to build addictive momentum loops. Make progress addictive, right? Build a habit loop. A trigger, action, reward. For example, we wake up, ice water. We all saw that trend, dipping your face in ice water, right? But this means a nice cold ice drink. Wake up, have it by your bed. If it's ice water, you might struggle with that overnight. But something there, ready. Okay, you wake up, water down, cold shower, bosh. Quick win of the day. Your day is already off to a great start. You've already done something. You're going to feel great. Okay, I got out of bed. I got out of bed. There was a day on the weekend. I woke up at 4:30 and I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm getting up. Cold shower, got to the computer, and I had so much done by 8 o'clock. And I was like, Jesus, this is normally when I'm starting to work at 8 o'clock. My morning tasks are done, right? You feel amazing. It is addicting, right? And then stack this with workouts, producing some shorter form content if you're building a personal brand, cold emails if you're doing agency work, do a bit of journaling, lots of learning, right? You're rewiring your brain to crave output over consumption. You're no longer a consumer, you are a creator. So now, do this for 7 days straight or never going to make it, boys. So you want to build your war room. You want to set up a 7-day battle calendar, your time blocking calendar for 7 days, right? Maybe as soon as you watch this video, if you're watching it in the morning, start that day. If you're watching it at evening, go, right, okay, next 7 days, I'm going to strategize. I'm going to lay everything out. I'm going to do all my time blocking. I'm going to do, allocation areas for your LARP work, your emails, your admin, your messages, whatever. You're going to hit your power habits. So you're going to wake up when you want to do it. Your core tasks, like your outreach, your content, your gym, every single day. They're not time block tasks, but they are core tasks. And then log your progress. If you miss one day, you got to restart. And at the end of your 7 days, you should be an Etsy Mafia, but post in there. Do something. Right, boys, I did my 7 days. I'd got my challenge out of the way. Here's my progress, Here's how much money I made. Here's the content I posted. Here's the cool book. Here's the amount of views I got, the new followers, the new subs, whatever. I want to see it. I want to see you boys making progress, doing well, and just turning into productivity machines. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. And remember, if nothing changes, then keep restarting until something does. There's going to be something you're doing that's holding you back, and you might not know it until you test. When you do ads, you're constantly split testing and trying new things. You've got to do that with yourself. And the other thing, you've watched this video, but if you don't take action, nothing's going to change. So I appreciate you watching this video. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Leave below any video ideas you want to see. And yeah, boys, check out the description. Got some of my links in there. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.